Hey, what's up? It's Matt in Japan. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're taking a look at from Transformers Earthspark. This is Deluxe Class Aftermath. So let's take a quick look at the packaging. Up top here, you do see he is a Decepticon. Transformers Earthspark, Takara Tomy logo, Transformers down the side. As always with this line, he is packaged in his alt mode. You do see a CG render of Aftermath there. In Japanese, they call it a wrecker car, more like a tow truck. But he is ESD 15 Deluxe Aftermath. On the bottom, you do see some product info on the side. In English, he is Chaos Terran Aftermath. So you have the product images there, more product images on the back. Now, the Takara Tomy releases don't show the step count, just says transform from the wrecker or the tow truck to the bot mode. You have a little blurb down here about Earthspark, and I'm very curious about Aftermath's blurb here. It says the Chaos Terran is the new counterpart of the Terrans who grew up as Multobots. I'm not really sure what that means. And as a faction of the Decepticon, he attacks Terrans and Autobots, sending anyone hung from its hook into despair, which is awesome. That's such a great description. Anyways, you have some QR codes right there if you want to pause, check those out. But yeah, without further ado, let's check out this Deluxe Class Aftermath, see what this Decepticon is all about. All right, here we have Deluxe Class Aftermath out of the packaging, and let's take a look at his details. And I'll tell you one thing, maybe Earthspark didn't start off so great as far as like the figures and things. You know, Prime and Bumblebee were pretty solid figures, but they are finishing with a bang. I mean, this Deluxe Class Aftermath is absolutely amazing. Some really nice details. So speaking of, you get some really cool sort of spikes here at the front, done in silver. You get some more silver paint for the sort of crossed out headlights there. Nice purple plastic. You get a little bit of orange for the lights up here. Again, some more silver. You get the sort of gunmetal gray smokestacks. Silver for the side mirrors. You get some silver sort of pipe highlights there. Now the wheels are, just clipped on, but let's see how he rolls. He seems to roll, wow, he rolls really nicely for clipped on wheels, so very surprising. So yeah, just some amazing details, some nice grille work on the front there. Now going to the back of the tow truck area, again, just done all in sort of black and that gunmetal gray. It just looks really, really solid, feels solid, nothing loose. You get a little bit of sort of a hitch done on the back in silver, and that's actually his weapon. So speaking of, you can kind of just pull this apart and then take out his weapon. So that just stores underneath like that. So taking that off and putting that back, taking a quick look at that weapon there. So this is his blaster, done in that same purple plastic with some nice silver highlights here. And you have to see that sort of triple blaster there. So there's a peg here on the bottom so you can hold it in, hold it as a weapon, or I think you have pegs on either side as well, so you can clip it in anywhere. There's a 5mm port, but yeah, very, very cool. Just love how that weapon integrates on the back there. But anyways, yeah, that is about it for the vehicle mode. I'm very impressed with this figure. Again, like I said, going out with a bang here. So very, very cool, very nice purple Decepticon. All right, doing some vehicle mode comparisons. Here we have Aftermath. And let's see how he scales with the Deluxe Class Optimus Prime. So there's sort of a truck comparison there. I mean, Aftermath is a beast. This guy is an absolute beast. So he looks a lot bigger than Prime. And then bring in Bumblebee again, just for another vehicle mode comparison there. So that's how they scale. And again, I really think Aftermath is just, well, I can't stop saying it, but yeah, very, very impressive. Anyways, let's get this guy transformed and see what his robot mode looks like. Aftermath transformation is actually really, really cool. Some things going on that I've never really done before with Transformers, so a very sort of fresh take on transformation. So anyways, first thing you want to do is take here, go to the windshield here, and just pop this out here. That'll just come up like that. And then you want to just go to slide this back until it sort of clicks into place. So those smokestacks will sort of butt against the back of the tow truck part. Next thing you want to do is just take this whole piece, and then you're going to rotate that around like so. Next, we're going to go back to the legs here, and we're going to get that weapon out of there. So basically, you want to just fold this part up so it's at basically a 90-degree angle like that. And then we're just going to pull apart the feet, and then stored inside is that weapon. So we'll take that weapon out, put it off to the side. Next thing we want to do is just kind of fold these feet out like that, and then you're going to flip up here, flip this foot up, slide it over like that. Same thing on this side, flip this foot up, slide over like that. Now the next thing we're going to do is take these, there's some pins going on right here. So you want to take there's two tires here. You want to take the lower tire and just sort of just sort of take the tab out like that so you have some room to work with. And then you're going to take this joint here and just extend it like that. So there's actually 2 pins right there. And then that'll give you some room to flip this part up like that. And so these 2 tires will align like that. I thought that step is very, very cool. So you want to do the same thing on the other side again. Sort of just pull this part away from the tab there, and then take these pins, both extend like that. That'll give you some leeway to put this piece up like so. And then basically you want to take these part and just fold them back down, and that will form the leg. Same thing on this side. Take that part and that will basically form the leg. So you should have something, I'll actually turn them around like that. So it should have something that looks like that. Okay, so from here, you're going to take, on the side here, you're going to pull there's a little tab right there, tab slot connection, and you just want to pull his arms out just a little bit, just going to angle them down just to get them out of the way. So again, on this side, take that tab out and just kind of angle them down like that. Now we're going to come up here to these spike parts here, and we're going to split this part. This is 2 separate pieces, so this piece and this piece will split apart, and then you want to just sort of angle those out like so, and it does kind of go down a little bit. If you can see that joint right there, it goes down. So you want to just kind of split that across like that, and at this point you kind of just put his arms down like that just to get them out of the way. Again, this side, take this part, and then you want to notice the joint there, it's actually very tight, and then it does kind of go down a little bit. It doesn't go just straight across like that, so you actually will pull back and down a little bit, and then just sort of straighten out his arms. And then what you want to do is take his arms, and at the ball joint you want to spin these around like that. Actually, you don't want to this part you don't want to, so you want to hold that and just spin around the arms like so. Same thing on this side, just spin around on his arm part like that. I might have that wrong, but we'll get to that in a second. Next thing you want to do is take these headlight parts and just sort of slide them up like so, like that. And then you want to sort of just feed his head through like that. Just kind of put his head up like that. Once his head is up like that, you can take the whole chest piece and fold it down. So it should fold down and clip into place. And then you want to have 2 connections. You want to make sure this is connected, and then also this part, these 2 little tabs right there and right there are going to slot into the back of the tow truck there. So you want to make sure those are connected like that. So you can see right there and right there, they fold in like that. Now at this point, you can take the arms using that sort of ball joint there and fold these down. And then again, fold these down. And again, I had the arms right actually. And at this point, you can go under here and then just fold out the fists. They are just tucked away under there. So just fold out the fist like that. And then again, on this side, go under here, fold the fists out like so. So we have the arms all done. Now what you want to do is take this part, and then you want to turn this over and fold like that. And then same thing, take the spike shoulders and fold it over like that. And actually I did have the arms wrong. So again, just flipping those out so they're facing, the elbows are facing forward. And again, you want to turn at the elbow joint, not at this joint, not at the bicep swivel. So again, turn at the elbow to make them face forward. And that is Aftermath in his robot mode. All right, let's look at Aftermath details here in robot mode. First of all, let's take a close look at that noggin there. Man, that is such a cool head sculpt. You get some yellow eyes, silver paint for the face. You get some sort of purplish side parts there. I love the red mohawk going on. I mean, that is a very cool head sculpt. And this is a very cool character. I don't really follow the show, but you know, just based on aesthetics alone, this guy is really cool. You see the shoulder pads with some beautiful silver paint and purple in between. You have those spikes sticking up there. Just very cool, very menacing Decepticon. You do see the front of the car there, and I think, you know, they implement the car parts into the robot mode very well. You get some nice silver paint on the forearms as well. Going down here, you get some gunmetal gray there with some nice silver paint on the upper thighs. And again, you saw those very chunky knees here with the tires there. You do get some yellow paint on the feet there and some gray on the feet as well. So very cool. That's how he looks from the back. And you can basically see he's a little bit hollow, but yeah, not too bad at all. So yeah, very, very cool. I love the aesthetic of this guy in both modes. The the vehicle mode's a beast, and the robot mode as well. So just doing some quick comparisons with some other Earthspark figures. Here he is with Optimus Prime, Deluxe Class Optimus Prime. He's a little shorter than Prime, but definitely a lot chunkier and probably a lot stronger. So there is Prime. And just doing another comparison, there he is with Bumblebee. So there's a quick comparison of some more Earthspark figures. So yeah, let's pause and get into Aftermath's articulation. Okay, articulation for this guy is pretty cool. Unlike Elite 1, his head hopefully will not pop off. It is on a ball joint, so you get a little bit of sort of up and down movement. Because of transformation, that headpiece does go down a little bit, but it can turn side to side. There's not a whole lot of movement otherwise, a little bit of side to side and up and down. As far as the shoulders go, these shoulders are on ball joints, so you can spin these shoulders all the way around, and they are on ball joints right there, pretty beefy ball joints there. So you get some nice swivel there. Actually just turning that over there. And then you do get some, if you want to turn these over, you do get some more articulation right there if you turn the shoulder pieces to the side. So you get a little bit more articulation there. There is an upper bicep swivel, as I showed you during transformation. And then you have a ball jointed elbow, which goes about 90 degrees. There's nothing at the wrist. They do fold down because of transformation, but there's absolutely nothing at the wrist. So you get some nice articulation in the arms. There is a waist swivel, and it does get hindered a little bit by the backpack, but it moves enough, enough to get him in some nice poses. So moving his arms up there. He does have an he has a cut right up here at the upper thigh. So you get a thigh cut there. And then he can kick back that far. He can kick, get your arm out of the way. He can kick about 90 degrees, and he does have about a 90 degree knee joint, which is a little bit weird. It actually, because of that joint there, it does bend kind of in an awkward place, but it is a 90 degree knee bend nonetheless. He can basically do the full split, so he has ball jointed hips, and then he does have some ankle, he can spin his feet as well as move them, a very deep cut for the ankle. So this guy is very, very well articulated, and yeah, gonna get him in some very cool poses to show you guys later. But that's about it for his articulation. Last but not least, let's take a look at his weapon integration. His weapon can be handheld like so. You can just put it in his fist like that. Now there are pegs on either side. You can also sort of turn his arm like so, and there is a port right there that you can have him shooting from his shoulder like that. And I think that in the show, even though I don't watch the show, I've seen clips of this guy, and he does, can shoot like that. So they aren't blast effect compatible, but very cool nonetheless. So you can actually like that better than just holding it in his hands. So that is the weapon integration, and that is about it for Aftermath details. Let's pause. I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, so final thoughts for Deluxe Class Aftermath. As I've mentioned a million times, this is a bang-up figure. Something not to be slept on. This Earthspark line, too bad it's coming to an end. I think the show is being canceled or something, but I've really enjoyed a lot of these figures here in the Earthspark line, and this guy is just probably takes the cake so far out of all the figures that I have in my collection. But amazing sculpt work, amazing paint, head sculpt is awesome, tons of articulation. That transformation is so fun. Going back and forth is very intuitive. And yeah, just the detail on this guy is absolutely amazing. He's an absolute beast in both modes, the tow truck mode and the robot mode. And that blaster is very cool as well. So yeah, this has been the video review for Transformers Earthspark Deluxe Class Aftermath. And this has been Matt in Japan. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for more great content. And as always, till all are one. Have a great day.